Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Erin. I'm a clinical aromatherapist here at Erin's Herbs. On this channel, I do weekly uploaded videos teaching you how to create your very own skincare products from the comfort of your own home. So whether or not you have never made skincare products or you have some experience, I hope that you will find this channel very informative. So let's get started creating. On this week's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make this DIY hair perfume pomade. This is a lightweight formula designed to be used as a finishing product. It will help to tame flyaways, soften dry ends, and leave your hair delicately scented without feeling heavy. So let me walk you through the step-by-step process on how to make this. In this formula, the first ingredient that I'm going to go ahead and weigh out into my beaker is cocoa butter. This is what cocoa butter looks like. It has a nice firm structure. It's going to help to give the pomade a nice texture without it being too heavy like traditional balms. This is high in stearic acid. It will help to lightly coat the hair and seal in hydration while also preventing any dryness from occurring. For the scalp, because it contains essential fatty acids and antioxidants like vitamin E, it will help to soothe the scalp, also promoting healthy hair follicles. It has really not much of a fragrance to it, which is great because that's not going to interfere with the perfume fragrance that we're using today. So now that I have weighed out the cocoa butter, I'm going to be adding some meadow foam seed oil. This is a lightweight carrier oil that absorbs quickly and will not leave a greasy residue. But what it will do for the hair is it's going to help to enhance shine and softness, and it's going to create a protective barrier around the hair shaft that will seal in moisture and protect the hair from being dry. Now, because it is rich in vitamin E, it will help to protect the hair from environmental stressors like sun damage. It will also help to prolong the shelf life of the other ingredients being used. And what I love about this ingredient is if you're someone who colors your hair, this will enable that hair color to last longer. This next carrier oil is jojoba oil, and this is just such a great oil for both skin and hair. It is packed full of vitamins and minerals, and what it will do for the hair is going to nourish the hair and prevent dryness, and as well as preventing any breakage from occurring. It's not going to weigh the hair down, but rather just really be very hydrating for the hair and scalp. It has a nice texture to it, and it will help the pomade to be very workable and will add a nice glide to the formula. So this is very conditioning, and because it mimics the scalp's natural sebum, it will help to balance moisture and really just leave the hair feeling nice and soft and looking good. Plum oil contains omega-6 and omega-9 fatty acids as well as vitamin E, and it's going to help to soften the hair and give the hair a natural shine, as well as protecting it against environmental damage without weighing the hair down or making it look or feel greasy. Now, this is very hydrating for the hair and the scalp, and it contains anti-inflammatory properties in a high concentration of vitamin E, which will help to soothe dry and irritated scalp or skin. Now, this has a lot of antioxidant protection because of that vitamin E. So it's going to keep the hair protected from any environmental damage that can leave the hair feeling dull or weak. It does have a slight and subtle sweet almond-like scent to it, but it's not going to interfere with the perfume scent that we're using. I'm going to go ahead and add some beeswax now. This is going to give the balm a nice natural hold, as well as making this to be very palatable or workable. It will help to retain moisture on the hair, and it also gives it that nice consistency that we're looking for. Now I'm going to go ahead and remove my beaker from the scale, and then using this tin foil, I'm going to gently cover the top of the beaker. What I'll be doing next is I'm going to place this in my double boiler and allow these ingredients to gently simmer and melt down. While those ingredients are gently melting on the stove next to me, I'm going to go ahead and in a separate beaker add some vitamin E. Vitamin E is always so good for the hair, so I'm just going to add a little more. And if you're wondering about how much I'm using of each ingredient or any substitutions, continue watching because I will share the complete formula along with any substitutions. To the vitamin E, I'm now adding some benzoin. This is a natural resin. It's going to act as a fixative, and it's going to help to keep the scent that I'm creating with the essential oils lasting longer in this pomade. It has a very nice, warm, and creamy vanilla-like scent to it. Next, I'm adding some cedarwood essential oil. This is the bottom note, and it has a very earthy kind of woodsy scent to it, but it's great because it will boost circulation on the scalp. Lavender essential oil is the middle note. It has a very floral but yet minty undertone to it, and it's very soothing for the skin. For the top note, I'm adding bergamot FCF. This has a crisp citrus scent to it. And then once I've added that bergamot, I'm just going to go ahead and remove this from the scale and then stir those ingredients really well. Now that all of the ingredients are completely melted, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that vitamin E and the essential oils to those ingredients. And then I am going to go ahead and stir everything really well. You want to do this step quickly because it tends to harden very fast. And then once I'm done stirring, I'm going to go ahead and pour it into my container. The container that I'm using today is a glass jar. And once I'm done pouring everything in to this glass jar, I'm simply going to set this aside and allow this to completely cool. It depends on how long it will take for it to cool, but it usually takes at least a couple hours or so. This is now completely cooled down, and here is what it looks like. It has that nice gel-like consistency, perfect for a pomade. As I mentioned earlier, here is the complete formula that I used to create this hair perfume pomade today. And as you can tell, I weigh in grams. The total amount that this formula makes is 50 grams. To use this pomade, you're going to just take a small amount, warm it in your hands, and then apply it evenly from the root to the tip. And once you've applied it, then you can go ahead and style as normal. So here are the substitutions that I have for this pomade. Instead of cocoa butter, use mango butter. For the meadow foam oil, you can use fractionated coconut oil. And then grapeseed oil works really well in place of jojoba oil. When it comes to the plum oil, sweet almond oil is a good option. And then if you're wanting to use more of a vegan or a different wax for the beeswax, cerebellina works just fine. Any essential oil of choice can be used here in this formula. So thanks for watching, and if you'd like to see more DIY formulas, don't forget to like and subscribe.